I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Shemakamagab, it's time for the only news that matters. And this is a story that, I gotta say, my killer viewers kept asking me to do. I wasn't planning on doing a story on this, but hey, you guys wanted it, here it is. The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce will honor rocker Sammy Hagar with the 779th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Tuesday. And Hagar received a star in the category of recording. Joining immense Guy Ferrer will be John Mayer. And what the fuck is all this shit they're talking about here? I don't know. But yeah, whatever. They're giving him a star on the the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I can care less. Whatever, man. He still sucks. And I'm sure there's a lot of stars out there that suck as well. You know? I don't care. I don't care who gets on the Walk of Fame, but people do. Just like people care about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And, you know, people just make a big deal out of crap. You know? But I do understand that they're going to make a doggy park right there on his star. So dogs can take a big poop on Sammy Belcher. And hey, if I ever get over there, I'll join the dogs and take a big poop myself all over the Sammy Belcher star. Yeah. I wonder how much he paid to have that star on the Walk of Fame. I mean, really, come on. Sammy Hagar's a dead issue now. I mean, he has, you know, like, I'll give you an example. Like Sammy Hagar said, he was so huge. When Van Halen released 1984, he was just as big as them. But then after Van Halen, or Vangina, where's the solo arena shows? Where's all those scary headline gigs? Van Halen went on with Dave, not only to play arenas, but actually having the greatest grossing tours. They made the most money going on tour with David Lee Roth at the end than they ever did with Sammy. You'll never hear Sammy talk about that, but that was the biggest selling tours Van Halen has ever done. And the only reason I bring this up is because Sammy loves bringing up numbers that are not right. When he says stuff like, oh, we sold more than with Dave, I sold more. The fact is, they sold half. 1984 in the first album alone sold more than the whole Vangina discography. And I will say, I am kind of bummed that they fired him when they did, because no way the next Vangina album was going to be number one, or it was going to be a flop, because at that time, grunge came in, the guitar hero was dead, nobody cared anymore. And I mean, how would Vangina's next album be any different than Van Halen 3? I mean, this was, you know, just, the thing is that Eddie was such an innovator and so great, and then when Sammy came along, he got to branch out and do all the stuff that he wanted to do, because, you know, fact is, Dave didn't want Eddie on keyboards that much, and Dave, like, really did have a lot to do with the music structure and stuff. And when Sammy came in, Sammy was like, do what you want, Eddie. And Eddie got to branch out and do what he wanted. And at the time, people liked it. Yeah, there's a small amount that like it again. But it was dated. It was of the time. The Raw thing is eternal. The Sammy thing it's dated. Look, they released the Van Hagar box set. Finally, they released it. Now they just announced another release of the Roth era again. How many times have they re-released the Roth era box sets? It's been a few times. I doubt the Sammy Hagar box will be released again. I I don't think it even sold well. I mean, don't ask Sammy, but if you compare the box sets with Sammy versus the box set with Dave, come on. You know? Van Hagar is dated. It's dated music. It was good for the time. I mean, not good for me. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Let's cut the deck. At the time, the music that Vangina was doing really did fit the mold of pop back then. The crappy 80s pop. It fit perfectly. I hated all that crap that was going on after 85. The pop stuff was just terrible, and Vangina fit perfectly with it. Just look at radio. Look at Spotify. Look at all that. You'll see Van Halen with Roth are the most listened to. They're the most played on the radio. And Sammy Hagar will get a song here and there. It's just because it's not that time anymore. And I want to show off my new shirt. I'm damn proud of this shirt. It's awesome. I think it looks really cool. And I can't wait to wear it to the next concert I go to. And hey, if I piss off some Sammy Hagar fans, I have another Only News That Matters report, you know? Hopefully I'll get it on film. I'll see if a friend of mine will grab my phone and film a Sammy Hagar or Sammy Belcher fan, you know, having tampons fly out of his ass when he sees my shirt. That's quite a beautiful shirt. And while the film industry and the news media know that the star on the Walk of Fame are part of a savvy PR enterprise and not actually awards of honor themselves, news outlets like AP to Reuters to CNN to AFP continue to play along with the award events and cover the day's speeches as if it's an honor. And the news photos that go out on the wire the next day, reprinted in thousands of newspapers and blogs and websites, makes it appear that if a star X actually won a new award, isn't it time to stop this hypocrisy on the part of the news media? Isn't it time for AP and Reuters and CNN to report the real backstory behind the awarding of the stars each time the wire photos go worldwide? Just as in truth in reporting service to reading and to fans? No, because the news media are all pickle whistlers that their main goal is to separate people. Their main goal is to get people upset with other people's political opinion. And it's just a big crock of crap. Like the big doo-doos that the dog and hopefully me will leave on Sammy Belcher's Hollywood Walk of Fame, which is all a PR stuff. And I'm telling you, man, I think Sammy paid for it. I think Sammy threw, because Sammy is extremely rich. And he became extremely rich from Vangina money that he invested in his tequila, and it blew up. Without Vangina, if he would not have I Can't Drive 55 money 20 years later. It's all the Vangina stuff. That's where all the big money came from. The Vangina stuff. I also want to give a quick comment on the new David Lee Roth song, whatever the hell it was called. My God, man, David Lee Roth has really lost it. I have a feeling the guy's got dementia or something. He just doesn't seem normal with that stupid dancing and that big shit-eating grin. The greatest frontman ever now is pretty much the worst frontman ever. Well, really, Paul Stanley, Sammy Hagar take that crown, and Fred Durst. But still, David Lee Roth, man, it really does break my heart. But, I'm not going to lie, man. The guy is creepy now, super creepy, and says stupid shit all the time. David Lee Roth has lost his mind. So you see, I'm not so biased. I will still remember Diamond Dave from the 80s, which is still the greatest frontman I've ever seen. Nobody came close before and after I saw him back in the 80s. Now it's like, it's uncomfortable watching him. And it's a shame, but That's just the way it is. But I will say this. I will take David Lee Roth at his worst, goofiest, than Sammy Hagar at his best. That's how I feel, because Sammy Hagar sucks. So thank you all for watching The Only News That Matters. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and leave your comments below. What do you think of Sammy Belcher getting that Walk of Fame star? I really don't care, but my chiller viewers wanted me to talk about it, so here you are, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston, and so never more shall we see you again.